I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I am happy to welcome Sebiiroo. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, hi, my name is Sebiiroo. Y'all just can call me Sebi. Um, obviously a VTuber, illustrator, live 2D artist, whatever you'd like.
Mhm.
Also suck at games. I suppose those are my defining characteristics. Good to be here. I'm honored. I'm honored.
Oh well, I'm the one honored to have you here. It's obviously a person of many talents you are, and I appreciate you spending
Aw.
some time with me. How is the art stuff going on? I know that you've got the commission stuff set up. Are you taking commissions right now?
Oh, yes, technically, yes. It's more of a thing where I'm accepting private requests, not really a thing where I'm shouting from the rooftops, like, oh, I've got commissions. I'm just settling back into it. I've been doing commissions for like 3 years,
Oh,
so I'm just getting back into the swing of it. It's
yeah,
going great. It's going great.
yeah,
Love my client. Love my current client. Shout
yes.
out, Fortune.
So what is it that you're illustrating right now?
Oh, at the moment, I make VTuber models for other people, so
Oh, cool.
I'm rigging someone else's model and collaborating with a different artist.
Yeah. Okay, so with your own experience as a VTuber now, does that help you in what you were able to create for somebody else as far as the model goes?
Oh, definitely more in the niche technical aspects of it. For
Hmm.
instance, you don't want to make like a model that leans too far out of frame because that's gonna mess up your recording or such and such. Or you want to make a model that's just engaging enough but doesn't distract from the overall
Mm.
stream. It definitely helps in the more design aspects of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Have you always been an artiste?
I would say I was born if I want to be pretentious, I guess. Yeah, sure. I've always been an artist. I come from a family of artistic people, so
You painted on the doctor's mask when you came out.
yes.
Signed it, and it was ready to go. What is it that you enjoy the most about um, sitting down and creating art?
Ooh, I think. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, okay. What is it that I enjoy best about grading art? I would say that it's a form of communication.
Hmm.
So, like, I grew up not being able to, not to trauma dump or anything, but like I was a very shy kid, so
Hmm.
basically I didn't know how to talk to people.
Right.
And art became my main mode of communication. So I think to this day it helps me connect to other people and convey things that myself would not be able to without it. Like VTubing itself, you
Mm.
could say it's an extension of that.
Yeah, it certainly is in many different ways. Were there times when you were growing up that you would create something and then realize that you were telling yourself something?
Oh wow. Oh wow, I suppose so. I think that happened more towards the later part of my life when I started taking art seriously around 2020, because
Mhm.
that's when I started making art every day and started to take commissions. So
Yeah.
I started to learn more about what it takes for me to keep up the discipline of drawing every day, I
Hmm.
think.
Yeah. Were you surprised by what you did every once in a while?
I'm surprised I could draw at all, honestly.
Oh well.
um, actually, how should I phrase this? But I think every artist can relate to this, where if enough time passes and you look back on your art, you either hate it or you're blown away how you did that at all. So I think I went through a lot of that,
Yeah.
especially especially during the stage where I started doing D&D illustrations for people.
Oh
Definitely that
yeah.
part.
And the folks want D&D illustrations. They want them correct.
Very.
Yes.
Although I love it. It's so fun. It's so fun, especially since D&D calls for a more semi-realistic style.
Mhm.
So that was definitely a challenge.
Yes. Yes. Semi-realistic, like those gelatinous cubes.
Oh my goodness, don't get me started. I once had someone inquire about that. It was a very interesting request.
Yeah. Well, when when I played back in the 1800s, we had it was just one book D&D. So
Mm.
it was a
Oh,
very
dang.
basic, absolute basic D&D, and so we run into a lot of gelatinous cubes.
You were there when it was written.
Oh yes,
An
yeah,
OG.
well, almost. Well, I mean, I was alive when it was written, but yeah, we played the you know the original thing, and basically what we did was try to torture the DM as much as possible.
Oh, I have experience being a DM. I can feel their pain.
Well, it didn't help when one of the people that I played with has the IQ of about 2 million, and
Ah, a rule lawyer,
yeah, well,
perhaps.
no, not he's just smart. I mean, he's a guy who learned how to play chess in 15 minutes. So I mean, he's just like I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
he just knows stuff. So um, and I'm somewhat evil, so I was bouncing things off of him as we ruined all
Chaotic
his
evil
traps.
alignment type stuff.
Ruined all his traps. It was hilarious. Um, but it's still I'm amazed to see how it's still going today, and that was 40 plus years ago when I was doing
Oh yeah, it's so mainstream. It's so mainstream today. Everyone loves it.
it.
It's so wholesome to see nerd culture making its way into
Yeah.
the mainstream.
And that's the thing too, is that so many people you wouldn't think of doing are now doing it kind of off the grid a little bit.
I kind of wish more people would come out and just say it so we can all come together and play
Oh
even
yeah.
more.
Yeah, I mean I had the when I had my first computer of my own was a Commodore 64. So I mean I am very
Mhm.
old. But it had D&D games on it, and I played the the crud out of it. I played them so hard that it was impossible for me to lose. Because you could go back and you build your characters, and then you could start with those characters at the highest level possible.
Oh, that sounds so sick. That sounds so fun.
And with all
You
of the
must have
stuff,
gotten addicted.
yeah, and with all of the good stuff that you kept in the last, so you had your swords +4 and your 6 or 7 necklaces of fireballs.
Oh my god.
And it was just when they started allowing you to uh, double like a paladin fighter or a magic user cleric, some along those lines. So I had them all the way up in every category, and
Dang.
it was so much fun. Just run through them and know that you have no chance. Blast. It was,
If someone asked you to play D&D tomorrow, like today, would you?
if I had the opportunity, I would, but I would need to be held, my hand held most of the way through it because I don't know.
Ah, that's fair.
And all of the new stuff, just I see people who are actually rolling like have you seen those 100-side dice?
Oh yes,
I mean,
they're so cool.
how do you even know what's on top?
No idea. I've never seen those in real life. It's like a myth to me, but they seem so cool. I want one of my own.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to show people that it does exist. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Of course, they would go off. They had several games, strategic SSL, I believe they're called, and
Oh,
they had just a couple different games in that genre. And we played every single one of them. Dragonlance games they had, which had a little bit different setup than the regular ones. But yeah, we played the heck out of those. But everybody's got to realize that a lot of these games now are directly descendant of that game.
yeah.
Mm.
I it's more of I would say I really hope that I know I just said that nerd culture is the mainstream, but I really hope that it becomes even more like popular, even if that's spoiled of me to say. Like,
Oh no, I don't think so.
I
I don't think it
do you
is.
have an opinion on the Baldur's Gate 3 games? If you've heard of them,
I have
because
heard
they're
of them.
very D&D adjacent.
I haven't played them because my one thing my computer with all my games is not working right now.
Oh,
Yeah, 40 save files of Stardew Valley, all stuck in a broken computer. Um, but that would be the type of game I would have played a much scaled down version of it way back when. Um, Dungeon crawler type stuff was a lot of fun.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, and anything that has like raising levels or hit points, even or spell points, that all comes from D&D. I mean, it even if you're like on a Mario RPG, the basic thing comes from D&D, and it's great to see that still kept going. Now,
Was D&D the first to do it?
I'm pretty sure it was at least the first most popular thing to do it. I mean,
Huh.
I'm sure there were people out in the '70s and in small small areas in California who could really do it. Had their own game in the that they played, but yeah, I think D&D was the first one. And of course, it was the first real game that got um, negative attention from the government. They tried to,
What?
yeah,
Really?
oh
Why?
yeah, oh let me tell you, youngster. Um, it really got to the point where people were associating it with satanic everything.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't letting their kids anywhere near that, demons and stuff. And now
Oh, no, that makes sense.
and now
Yeah.
the people who are playing the games, we're all in our 60s. Okay, and we made it to our 60s. We must be doing okay. Yeah, I don't think.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, but it was something to go through back then. But with you, did you lean on art when you were younger? You said you weren't one to actually, speak up and get into crowds very much, but did your art do your talking for you?
I would say, yeah. Like, for the simplest instance would probably be if I were in class, instead of talking to other people, I would be drawing. And then I wouldn't wait for people to do so, but eventually someone would come along and be like, oh, that's really cool. Oh, look at that. And then that would be my way of striking up a conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, and when people come up and they care enough about what you're doing to make that type of comment, especially because kids, they much rather throw a rock at your head than give you a compliment most of the time. Um, that should mean something, and I think that did you feel that it was kind of empowering for you?
I would say so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Did
It's
you?
very strong in that sense. Yeah.
So did you learn from your family, or did you learn from, or were you completely self-taught?
Um, I did say I came from an artistic family, but it never really outright sat me down. It was like, here's how you draw a circle. Here's how you
Ah,
draw a line. No, I think I leaned on the internet more on that sense,
hmm,
like how to draw a cat, how to draw an anime girl, like really, really step by step old web pages on
yeah,
it. I would just sit down and follow them for hours.
yeah. And when did you feel that you had it down?
I beg your pardon?
When did you feel that you had it down as far as drawing the characters
Oh,
you wanted?
never, never.
Never satisfied.
To this day, I kind of have like bouts of imposter syndrome while drawing. Like I don't know what I'm doing, but then I'll get back into it out of muscle memory.
When you're doing something for yourself, is it an idea that you've been kicking around your head for a while, or is it sometimes ad lib?
Yeah, it could be the best of both worlds.
Mm,
Usually, if it's something for me, I just start drawing like legit scribbles, just nonsense on the paper, and then eventually something will arise.
mm.
It's very rare where I have an idea and then I put it down onto paper successfully.
So you're not having that vision in front of your eyes as you're doing it. It's more like, let's see what this turns out to be.
Yeah, freestyle.
I'm going to take away the pieces that aren't an elephant. There we go.
Exactly.
Did you ever end up taking any classes, or did you just keep going at your own pace?
Oh, mandatory classes in arts, in not in art school, in high school,
Yeah.
where they would force you to take like AP art, and et cetera, et cetera.
Hmm.
It was more of like an excuse for me to exercise my hobby rather than me really learning anything. But it was still fun regardless. Love those hours.
Did the teacher support what you were doing, or did they try to force you to do it a certain way?
Oh, it's extremely supported. I had a wonderful art teacher,
Yeah.
very stereotypically free spirited, but
Mm.
she was so kind. She always pushed me to be the best I could be in terms of art.
Oh, that's cool. I tell this story with this, the absolute truth. In grade school, my art teacher gave me an F for a finished project.
How dare!
And I was like, I did the project. Yeah, but it wasn't the way I wanted it to. Ah, okay.
That's not a real art teacher. I'm
And
so sorry on their behalf.
yeah,
That's awful.
yeah, it was.
I give you an A.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll overwrite that.
Thank you. Now wait till you see what I actually do with art now. It's not good. I actually tried to give the AI a poison pill once by putting a piece of my art
Oh.
up on Twitter. I said, "Choke on it." I don't think it took it. I think it even rejected it, which tells you how bad it was. Um, when you look at the scene now for someone in your shoes as an artist going into doing commissions for people online, do you see things getting better for you, or are things like AI going to make it really tough for you?
Mm, that's a question where even I don't know the answer of, especially because I don't think, at least in my lifetime, we've never seen something like a player like AI
Hmm.
in the industries.
Right.
We don't know where it's gonna go.
Hmm.
Whether it's gonna get better or not, I in my opinion, that's gonna boil down to your business sense as an artist. Some of them are gonna fail, some of them are gonna rise, but that'll come down to your ability to sell yourself, your ability to pivot niches
Hmm.
and adapt to the market. I I, I definitely think that AI is not going to replace us if all of the the hubbub around people exposing AI artists and being scandalized, like, oh, how dare you use AI? How dare you trace? Is anything to go for? Like people still there's a demand for that sincerity still, that humanity
Yeah.
in art.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be a compromise?
Compromise in
Well,
what way?
well, I always and I've told you before and told everybody I'm no artist, but
Hmm.
I always have this nagging feeling that if AI was introduced as a tool and not the end all of everything, people would be a lot better with it.
I feel like that's what it was supposed to be introduced as,
Mm.
but it acted more like what do they call it? Pandora's box, and just the internet ran away with it.
Oh, oh my
The
gosh,
thing is,
yes.
it can be used as a tool. It can absolutely be used as a tool, but I definitely don't have enough information about this. But a lot of models out there aren't built on ethical practices in and of themselves from the get go. So even using it as a tool is very questionable. If you have a completely ethically built training model built off of art that was consented to, as opposed to the great majority out there is
Right.
built off of stolen art. I
Right.
feel like we would have been, we would have felt much more healthy regarding this whole AI art situation. But
Yeah.
alas,
Well, I had it happen in radio, and um, there are some radio stations out there that don't have any live announcers at all. Um,
oh,
we started our breakdown with satellite radio and formats that were all nothing was local. Um, and now we got people who radio stations that have maybe one local person and everybody recording from their homes or something like that. There's no really local radio at all. And automation and AI have just kind of you look on YouTube and see those AI commercials. They're just so bad.
ugh, yeah.
And the same announcer guy. I mean, come on. We'll work for a cheese sandwich, a used one. We'll work for anything. Yeah, I tell you, there was actually one week, pretty much the whole week, I lived on literal peanuts that were free at the radio station.
Sounds filling.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
what the
that's
heck?
that's the bachelor life in radio. I already spent my money. These are free. I'm going to eat them.
How do you feel about the radio scene today?
Terrible.
Oh,
I think local radio is almost completely gone, um, which is sad. That's what I did for 35 years, and to see it reduced to there, some of the biggest stations now in the country are shutting down completely because no one wants to
oh,
buy them.
really?
There's these big, what they used to call clear channel stations, 50,000 watt powerhouse AM radio stations, are just closing down because there's nobody to listen to them. That's part their own fault for not,
Mm.
not adapting. But people, the owners, went for the cheap. They always went for the cheap, um, and then when they couldn't get the money off of it, they cut people.
Oh,
So
that's unfortunate.
it's all a spiral downhill. You keep cutting, and then you keep not making enough, and you keep cutting, and then finally you're down to nothing. And that's what a lot of local radio is. But some people are smart enough to grab a microphone and get on the internet and talk to VTubers.
I was going to ask, like, I know this is my interview and all, but I'm
Oh,
really curious what made you want to specialize into the niche of VTubers
well,
when it comes to
it'd been
this.
it'd been about 5 years since I'd had a radio mic in front of me, and I wanted to do something. And there were a couple of options. I could have done a politics, current events thing, and I would rather swim in broken glass. Um,
Ah, fair.
yeah, I don't want to deal with politics at all. Secondly was sports, which I did a lot of, but I'd been out of
Hmm.
the local scene for 5 years. Um, the Especially in a college market, none of the people I talked about 5 years ago are even in college anymore. Um, and I didn't want to just feel like I was tailing on that. And I was bored of it. Plus, I like VTubing. I like the amount of talent and the different personalities and the stories behind it. You're not going to find a wider mix of people. And
Really?
I just really, it's insane. I'm in almost 900 now, and no two are even close to being alike.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really some people are artists, but their reasons for doing it are different, and their types of arts are different. They're just some people are artists in different medium. Some people are singers. Some people are do hand cams. Some people do literal presentations, educational presentations on. It's just fascinating to me. Plus, I'm old and I get to live off the energy of young people.
Ah.
I'm a vampire.
Energy
That's
vampire.
right. I'll drain it off of. So, what made you get started in VTubing?
Uh, I don't know if my story is as spectacular as others. I literally just woke up one day and was like, I want to do something for myself. Like, what what type of design would little Sebi think is really cool? Oh, I would have loved mermaids. I would have loved dragons. I'm gonna draw
Mm.
a mermaid dragon person, and I'm gonna make it move. And then I made it in one. I made a PNG tuber in one day,
Mm,
and then it spiraled from there.
yeah.
I suppose.
It's like you fell into something you really really liked.
Yeah,
Mm.
I really do.
So for you, you said you're kind of not exactly someone running up to people to talk to them when you were younger. Now you're at the point where every time you turn on the microphone, people around the world can talk with you and watch what you're doing. Ha- Has that hit you yet?
That's a very sensational way of phrasing it. Has it hit me?
Yeah.
I I would go as far as to say like every time I close stream, I have like this wave of I don't know this gratitude because sure I'm not any big name or anything, but there is a word for the feeling of being aware of acutely aware of other people and like each and every person has their own life
Mm.
and just that awareness. I forget what it's called, something with S, but every time I think of stream, it's so bizarre to think that there are people out there across the sea or even just miles away that take time out of their day, their very precious time. Time is so sacred, and they just gift it. It's a gift. They just I can't get over that. To this day, I can't
Yeah.
be more grateful that they would bother giving that to me for
Yeah.
a couple of hours, just a couple hours a week, or even just like an hour at all, and they never see me again.
Yeah.
Like that, I can never get enough of it. I can never be more grateful.
It's a combination of things, and it's really something that can't be directly defined, but
Mm.
when that realization comes to you, and it did for me in radio, because I mean, there were times people say, "Hey, 1,000 people listen to you today," and I'm like, "Really? I'm going to go faint in the other room now." Um, but it becomes not only is it scary once you realize what you've done, what you're doing every time you turn on, but it's also heartening to realize that there are people who want to hear you, and then it gets scary again. Like now I'm responsible for their entertainment.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, but every time I turn the microphone on, the ego starts getting built up, and then you find something to take it back. It's so many different ways, but it can really be a what I call a wind beneath your wings moment, where it kind of spurs you to keep going. Is that what's happened with you, or has it hit you a different way?
Definitely just the idea. The social aspect is a big part of it. Just the idea of people taking time out of their day to come and watch or just to come and just put me in the background.
Hmm.
It keeps me going. There are definitely days where because I'm a full-time student
Hmm.
and I'm also doing commissions and I'm taking care of myself and stuff.
Right.
There are times where I'm just exhausted and I would rather just sleep and pass out for 13 days. I couldn't be bothered to stream. Um, but it's become such a habit after doing this for 2 years where I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll just do this for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll give this a chance.
Yeah.
Or there are people, there could be someone waiting,
Yeah.
or there could be someone out there who just wants to to pop by for like 5 minutes
Mm. Yeah.
and maybe feel a little better and
Yeah.
then leave even.
Yeah.
And it's that promise, it's that possibility that I could be there in someone else's life and be a positive influence even for like a few minutes,
Mm.
like even however small, that keeps me coming back. It sounds a little bit pretentious, like, oh, I'm
No,
not
I don't think
responsible for
so.
anyone's happiness,
I,
but
I don't think it's
if I could
pretentious.
just be there,
Mm.
sometimes that's enough.
Yeah, I don't think that's pretentious at all. I think it's realistic, and when you consider that the people are coming back for you, um, for some folks, it's really um, it really they're accepting their personality and who they are because it's still very much a personality driven media. Um,
Mm.
I've seen people with wonderful models, and I'm never going to mention any names, but boy, they just don't have the it. And they're not having fun, and the people listening aren't having fun. You don't have to have the best voice or even the best model. You just have fun with it. People have fun with you. Um, but there, it gets down to an acceptance of yourself, and you get to set the the situation that they're seeing you in. You're presenting yourself the way you want to be presented,
Mm.
and you're helping out with that, with what you're doing with creating these models. You're helping people with that. Have you seen your models in action, and how do you feel when you see that going on?
I'm gonna be so upfront right now. This is the current commission I'm working on is actually my first
Mm-hmm.
VTuber model for someone else other than me. So
Yeah.
I'm very, I don't know. I feel like there's a very legitimate reason for why people call VTuber model artists uh mama or
Mm-hmm.
papa. Like,
Yes.
I think I'm so excited for that moment where I see my client or clients pilot the model and use their own unique personality to move it in their own special way to express themselves. It brings up like a feeling very akin to pride.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Fulfillment.
like, proud of them for putting themselves out there, proud of them for like presenting themselves, and I get to help
Yeah.
them achieve it.
Yeah. You get to
Yeah.
be thankful that they asked you to do it.
Yeah, extremely,
Yeah.
extremely.
Yeah. And that's when everybody else wants you to do it too, and you never have time for the rest of your life. Oh,
And
sorry.
I couldn't be happier. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I
I'm
skipped.
gonna be so
I skipped
honest.
ahead a few pages. But no, but when you realize that you have that type of talent that is not only wanted by other folks, but is helpful in how people move forward. Um, that has got to be really fulfilling for you.
Wow, when I've never thought of it that way. I wow. Wow, that makes me feel really special. You give oh, okay, you give me too much credit, but when I think about other live 2D riggers, I really do look up to them in that way.
Mhm. Yeah,
Wow.
it's you're helping bring to life somebody else's dreams by doing this, and you did it for yourself with your own models and everything, and now you're doing it for someone else. Um, they take yourself back to grade school art class, and now you have the potential of people on the other side of the planet. Somebody might come to you now and say, "Could you do my model for me?" Um,
That's insane.
it is. I'm going to scare you right off. Is what I'm going to do. Look, millions of people, billions of people.
No pressure.
Everybody in this certain country is going to want a model from you.
Wouldn't that be the dream?
Oh, yeah, it would be a dream, all right. You wouldn't be sleeping anytime soon. Um, but I think it's amazing, and it's wonderful that people get this opportunity now with this particular medium to express themselves in so many different ways, show their talents. I wouldn't know, that so and so plays the harp. I mean, I interviewed somebody who plays a harp, and I wouldn't have known that. And they're really good at it. I wouldn't have known that. And how would I have known? Now they get to show people around the world that they can do that. You're getting a chance to express yourself through your artwork to the potential of 95% of the planet.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is so much to
Yeah.
think about.
And there's a kid right now sitting in Podunk, Oklahoma, who maybe they don't think very much of themselves, and when they get us to a certain age, they get on the internet, find out that they have the ability to keep a good audience and entertained, and they start enjoying themselves, and suddenly they've got people all right way around the world. They're still in Podunk, but now they're worldwide.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, which is what keeps me doing this. Because I want to know your secrets. Why couldn't I have done that when I was a kid? It's really amazing to see. Now, when you are on and streaming, you said yourself that you are, I will say, charitably, not the best gamer. That's what he kind of said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, what type of games do you play when you get on?
As of late, I have been bullied into Elden Ring, which
Yeah,
is notoriously very difficult. It's definitely not easy, I
yeah.
would say,
I would be
but
breaking things. The 35th time I'd
keyboard
shake.
god
Yeah,
controller in
yeah,
pieces.
yeah. The cats would not be
Um,
happy with me screaming. So,
but yeah, it kind of stemmed because I love Hollow Knight, which
mm,
is a hard game in and of itself.
right.
But I love games. You would say I might judge a book. I might judge games by their cover, but I love the art direction of games. I used to
Mm,
want to be a concept artist, and I worked for as a concept artist for very very brief amount of time.
mm,
But if a game has very strong style, I will play it, or
mm,
I want to play it,
yeah.
and I I latched onto Hollow Knight in that way, and it naturally progressed from there. Oh, you like hard games? Oh, try out Elden Ring. You like strong artistic style? Try out Elden Ring,
Yeah,
etc.
it all came together, and you could not avoid the boulder in the road. Yeah.
Yes,
Now, if you see a game that isn't, you know, hyper realistic, but still manages to get, it has art that's specific to what it needs to be, something like an Undertale, where
ooh,
Undertale would look really silly if it was done like Genshin Impact.
oh
It,
my god, it would.
yeah, it would. For some reason that style works for it. Now, Genshin
It
Impact
does.
would
It
look really
does.
bad done that way too. So, um, do you is that something that you have to get in a little bit and then kind of like, oh, this art really isn't for me, and then back out?
Hmm. If the art isn't for me,
Hmm.
or it, that's hard to say because if the art isn't for me, then it's probably very generic, or
Mm, right.
if there's nothing like it. I don't know. It doesn't speak to me in a very. Let me be a little bit of an artist here. It doesn't speak to my soul or
Hmm.
whatever.
Let me have my
Then
goblet of wine here while you say that. Hmm.
Yes, it isn't good enough for my taste. So I probably would not play it. But if I hear very good reviews of the story, because that's also something I'm very passionate about. I love. I used to want to be an author.
Yeah. Well, you still can.
I if the story is very compelling, if the characters are things or people that people really care about, then
Yeah.
I'll definitely give it a chance, even if it looks like your typical AAA, if it looks like every other Genshin Impact clone, if the story is makes people care, I'll dive in headfirst.
Yeah. Yeah. It. So how did you balance or try to balance writing with the artwork, or did you even try that?
Back then, I was more into writing
Really?
than drawing. Yeah, a
Mm.
little known fact. I really wanted to. My parents really wanted me to be an author. They like drew book covers for me, and I would publish my stuff on unnamed sites that I'm not going to say here because people are gonna
If you
hunt them
find,
down.
if anybody out there finds one, let me know and I'll put it in the description for the video.
No,
No, I wouldn't do that. Not for money.
unless.
I'll give you some. You be published. No, I mean,
uh,
really, so you really, was it you're wanting to do it, or was it they're wanting you to do it?
I think I just like stories, and then my family was like, "Ooh, ooh, job, ooh, employment."
Here's your chance to make money, kid. Go do it.
You know how it is. You know
Yeah.
how parents, especially Asian parents,
Mm,
they're very stereotypical.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's some of the I've heard that there's some folks in from Asia that aren't very supportive of their children going into arts at all. Um,
Oh yes. Ironically, I did mention I come from like an artistic family. I would say also like a few of my family members are artistic. Is what I meant.
Mm,
But they're very very artistic,
mm.
and they had a very big influence on my life. Like, oh, I wanna do that. Oh, I would go to their office and oh wow, look at that the studio. Wow. Um, but they did not support my request to go for multimedia arts as a degree
Mm,
in college.
yeah,
Very ironically.
yeah.
And I'm in IT now, which is also I would argue IT is a form of expression still, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is a very common Southeast Asian or like Northeast Asian or like Asian in general.
Mm,
It is a very common idea that be as safe as possible.
mm,
Don't go for risks
mm,
because we can't afford that as like, oh, you're first generation immigrant, second generation, etc.
mm,
Be as safe as possible. We want the best, absolute best, safest option for you
mm.
because that's what got us to succeed.
Yep. And the kids say no. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, here you've got the chance now. If you want to get back into that, you'll be able to. I mean, you could put together now um, some sort of, visual game, some sort of storyline game. Come out with the bare bones, meet with somebody else who can program it, and there you go.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That used to be my dream. Or
Mm.
like it could be still, but I don't know. I don't. I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, I have an idea for this game. Oh, I know exactly what I want. I don't have any. I just love games. I'm perfectly. I'm one of those people that's perfectly satisfied just basking in the video game genius of other people and
Yeah,
analyzing it down to the pixel.
yeah,
Just being an appreciator, I
yeah.
guess.
Well, I mean, you're being appreciated too now because people are commissioning you. You got a commission going.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and people are coming to your streams. I mean, that's appreciation there. When people are coming back for their streams. Um, so whether you want to or not, people appreciate you. Take it.
Oh no, the horror.
You must. You must accept it. So is there something that you would really want to try with your channel that you just haven't gotten around to doing yet?
Mm. I I had this whole I had this whole project planned back in the day before I released the current model that I'm piloting. I had this whole idea for a debut program where I would create an ARG, an alternate reality game
Hmm.
where people can interact with the stream, and I myself am part of the game, and their choices affect the course of the overarching storyline that will inevitably lead to the reveal of the new model. Like my idea was like, oh, something's taking over the stream.
Ah.
People have to type stuff in chat in order to influence the game. Like, I guess that's an idea for a game itself.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I fell in love with the creativity of people
Mm.
making interactive streams because as you said the globality
I
like
like
the
if that if
international aspect of
if
streaming
that
in and of
isn't a word,
itself
it
is
should be a word. It should be a word.
yeah
Globality.
globality.
Yes.
Like that aspect of it is already so I would say like underrated. Like we don't allude to it enough, we don't appreciate it enough,
Right.
and we could do so much more. Like you can have collaborative games on stream if you'd really like it. It'd be difficult to pull off, but
Mm.
there are people out there doing much so much creative so many creative projects.
Yeah.
Like I've seen VTubers made out of clay. I've seen VTubers where you can type in their chat and it brings up a gotcha game in the corner. Like
Yeah.
it's it's unlimited. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think an independent VTubing is going to continue to have that type of creative um, explosion. I guess it's better, but more of a
Yeah.
independent thought is going to create more innovations. That's the word I was looking for. Innovations.
Yeah, and we need more. We
yeah,
need more.
I
Keep it
think
coming, please. I love it.
it's,
It's beautiful to see.
and we
Because
don't,
like those same people without VTubing, we never we never hear about them.
no,
Or how else where
yeah,
else would they go? It's such a shame.
there's no ceiling right now. And I hope people realize that. There's people say, "Oh, the VTubing this and that." No, there's no ceiling. There's still millions of people who will be entertained by this that don't even know it exists yet.
Yeah.
So there's no ceiling. Don't tell me that. I ain't buying it. But really, there's the amount of things people can do with it is it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And um, I think that watching and talking to folks like yourself who are obviously extremely talented and
Oh, thank you.
you fit right into it like a glove. It really brings out hope that in several years down the line, when I'm finally retired, I'll still be able to turn on folks who are entertaining people via VTubing. I think it's going to be there for a lot longer than people might think.
Do you think this medium is here to stay? Because I know people who can disagree.
Well, they can disagree all they want, and they're going to be wrong. There were a lot of people who thought
Oh.
television was going to be a fad, and by golly, everybody's got a screen, whether they use it or
Mm.
not. Um, it's something. It'll be there in one fashion or another. Um, I think there were a lot of people at first who thought you can only be in a corporation in order to do well. Well, I think we've learned that that's not the case.
Absolutely not.
And
Far from it.
there's a lot of people who were in corporations now aren't that seem to be a lot happier. And get to do more. That is, I'm not saying corporations are necessarily bad, but none of them pay me money, so I'm not going to speak for them. Yes, I am. I am very much, very much influenced by money sometimes. So
Hey, do what you gotta do what you gotta do to retire.
you can't take the radio out of the hobo when it comes down to that. It's do people ask you about how easy it is to talk with you? Because your voice is very easy to listen to. Um,
Oh,
it's you hit the right. You don't you don't have a lot of sharp edges to it, which is always good, and you emphasize the right things. Um, I it's very comfortable to just sit and chat with you like we have for all this time, and not and I think that's going to be really big for you, and I imagine it still has for you when you're streaming.
that's very kind of you to say. I could say the exact same thing and even more about you. You seem like a very, very lovely, kind person.
Mhm.
I thank you. And no, I've never heard of that before because usually on stream I'm screaming and
Screaming and screaming like a golfer. People say
absolutely
people say
worse.
people say
Absolutely
talking like a
worse.
sailor. There's no one who's people can talk like a sailor all they want. They're never going to get close to a golfer. Isn't
Oh, really?
Oh no, no. You haven't been a golfer until you've done two things. One, helicopter a club down the middle of a fairway after you dubbed a shot. And
Oh my
two,
God.
said four-letter words in combinations you've never heard before. Then you're a golfer. Yeah,
That's news to me. I've only ever heard about sailors swearing their heads off. It's
ooh. Yeah, you could be on the course, and I haven't been able to play golf for a long time just because physical stuff. But you be on the
mm.
course, and 9 holes away, you hear somebody dub a shot, and you know exactly what's happened because they will yell in exactly a certain code. And see, he said this one, this one, this one. He dubbed it to the left. Okay, and here comes the club. Duck over your
I
head.
thought golfing was supposed to be relaxing.
No.
Okay, noted.
Putt putt might be relaxing. Mini golf might be relaxing, but when you get up to the certain level, you like when I played golf, I got up to a certain level, which was mediocre, and and it's very tough to advance from there. It's like playing any game.
Mm,
You get okay at a game. It's very tough to be like a pro at any game, um, and that gets frustrating. That's when you start cursing.
I see. I
That's
see.
that's where it goes. But you have to be 18 plus to curse now on the internet. Um, and
Ugh.
and luckily I'm 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 6, so I can do whatever I want. Hey, what's your big plans coming up? Do you have anything big coming up for your channel?
Oh, not necessarily.
Mm,
Not necessarily. I'm just cruising along, and as long as my place is a consistent uh, haven
mm,
for someone out there to come back to on a regular basis, I'm happy if
yeah,
they're happy.
yeah. And what about collaborations? Are you able to do many of them?
I've done a few. I've done a few. Although I'm trying to be as cautious as I can
Mm,
because I'm not very open to collaborations with people I've never talked to before. Like
mm,
I don't know how people can do that. It just hop on stream and live stream with a complete stranger that
yeah,
you've never spoken to before when you don't know the dynamic, you don't
yeah,
know what they're comfortable with.
absolutely.
I would rather there be an established rapport.
Yeah,
So
do a little behind the scenes gaming with them, and you know
yeah,
find out.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's some people whose personalities are just so big that they're going to stomp all over them anyway, so they can do what they want. I am just going to run over the host, so to speak, as far as
That's
that
what,
happens.
yeah, we gotta be careful out here, especially since depending on the circles you float around in,
Yes.
there's a subset of VTuber culture that's very drama hungry, and I have no tolerance for that.
Yeah.
So let's just be let people be,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. There's too much stuff going on and too much good stuff that people and that goes to me to the for the consumer too. For me, if you don't like a channel, go to another channel. Don't
Yes,
don't leave a pipe bomb. Don't insult them or call out a bunch of people to why just go find somebody else that you enjoy. It's
you are not forced to be there. You are not
no,
forced to listen or
no,
consume.
no. You are forced to give me money though. That's
In an ideal world.
in an ideal world, yes. It's just an absolute pleasure talking with you, Sebi, and I do appreciate it. It's great that you've
You as
gotten
well.
this opportunity to show everybody what you got, and maybe that little shy young person back then
Mm.
had so much to give, and getting a chance to give that to everybody, and having a safe place for people where they can enjoy themselves, and then not only that, but spreading your artwork around too, and helping other people achieve what they want to do. That's that's that says a lot about you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's very kind.
and I hope everything continues to go well for you as we continue. And in 5 years' time, when I do retire, I get to hear more Sebi stuff.
I'll keep you on my list of people to update in 5 years. I'll put you on hold.
Yeah, you'll be on with all my bill collectors that keep calling me too. But I'll answer your call. Thanks so much for coming on, Sebi, and I hope we get a chance to talk again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this, and thank you so much for what you do for other VTubers and giving them spotlights like this. It's truly amazing.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.